is a story about death. If you're a Terry Pratchett fan, then you'll kind of be quite familiar with death as a character wandering around. Of course, it must have been a long time ago because you don't really see death wandering around in the way that he used to. But one fine day, he was simply walking along the road when he met a giant. And the giant, seeing this very thin, I suppose from a giant's point of view, puny person, simply grabbed him and tried to hide him under a stone. And Death said to the giant, "If you do not let me get on with my work, if you do not let me help people on their way into the next world, soon the world will be so full with people, people will start to starve and there will be no space for anyone to stand." So the giant simply left Death there by the side of the road, but of course by this time Death was bleeding. And it so happened that a young man found Death sitting there with his injured leg by the side of the road. The young man said, "Let me help you." And Death said to the young man, "That is very kind of you. I will appreciate your help if perhaps you can help me get to the next town. Do you realize who I am?" "No, of course you don't, for few recognize me until the right time. I am Death, and as thanks for your kindness, when the time comes for us to meet again, I will send you my messengers so that you will be prepared." And the young man took this at his word. So he helped Death to the town and then went on his way. And then years passed, and of course youth leaves us all. And there came a time when the young man, who by now was an old man, caught a fever and found himself laying in bed and was very much aware of the aches in his joints and all the other things. And there just came a time when all he wanted was to sleep, for the healing power of sleep. And then there came a day when he felt a hand on his shoulder, presumably quite a bony hand, because Death had come to take him on the next part of his own journey. And the man looked at Death and said, "But I thought you were going to send me messengers before my time." And Death said, "But I sent you fever. I sent you the aches and pains of arthritis. And I sent you my brother, Sleep. They were my messengers." And Death and the man linked arms and walked away together.